All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get us started and kick us off. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 5th Annual Giving Tree Gala. My name's Tim Burrows, and I serve as the Vice President of Healthy Living and Operations for the First Coast YMCA. I've had the incredible opportunity to be working at the First Coast Y for almost 20 years now, and it includes having the honor of serving as the Executive Director of the Winston Family YMCA in Riverside. Oh. Let's give it up for Winston. All right, at the First Coast YMCA, we have 4 core values that are caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility, 3 pillars where we serve youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility, and 1 very important cause to strengthen the foundations of our community. However, this year, the YMCA is reaching a major milestone. We have been here 175 years in the United States, and our theme this year is There's No Place Like This Place. To bring the celebration home, our First Coast YMCA branches created their own videos to show why there truly is no place like this place. So take a look at the screen and see what the Winston Family Y team put together for you guys. So we're really proud of that one. A lot of Ys across the First Coast submitted their videos, but we actually got a like from the CEO of the Y USA, so that was pretty cool too. As part of the YMCA 175 this year, we have a rallying cry that we are the placemakers. Thanks to placemakers like you all, we can continue to strengthen the foundations of community in and around the Winston Family Y. This evening, we have a bold goal. One is for everyone in this room to choose to be a placemaker. So tonight, we are trying to raise $10,000 throughout the program. That's a big goal. I've even started to sweat. You might see it on my forehead a little bit. But I challenge you guys to donate $1 for every year that the YMCA has been around in the U.S., the YMCA 175. So if you feel compelled, you can scan the QR code, and around the tables you also have QR codes as well. One side's the silent auction, the other side is making a gift to the cause. We hope this evening, though, will move you, because you're going to hear a few examples about the mission in motion that connects with each one of our 3 pillars around youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. You'll get to hear about our Families Unplugged, our holiday giving tree that turned into so much more this year, and our anti-hunger campaign. And these are just 3 examples of a countless numbers of ways that the Y is changing communities each and every day. So now, it's my honor to introduce our MC for the evening, Garrett Biedenbaugh, who you may recognize for his role as First Alert meteorologist on CBS 47 and Fox 30 Action News Jax. Garrett joined the First Alert weather team back in 2014, and he can be seen weekday mornings from 4:30 in the morning until 9 and at noon. He's wanted to be a weatherman on TV since he was in the 3rd grade. Yeah. And no, after you can't ask Garrett for a nice hurricane season. He's good, but he's probably not, well, he probably is that good at predicting the weather, right? But originally, he's from Clinton, South Carolina. He got his BS degree from meteorology from the University of North Carolina, Charlotte. His favorite aspects about meteorology are storms and hurricanes. Garrett loves tropical forecasting, which is why he loves the Jacksonville area and the weather that we see here during the spring and the summertime. So beautiful. He's a certified broadcast meteorologist from the American Meteorological Society and is also a member of the National Weather Association. In his free time, you'll find him exploring the Northeast Florida with his wife and son, checking out community events, visiting family and friends, following his favorite sports teams, and talking about his favorite subject, you guessed it, the weather. Please help me in giving a rounding applause for Garrett Biedenbaugh.
Hi, everybody, hello. It's time to do it again, right? Past couple of years, it's been a great honor to be involved with this, and Action News Jack, CBS 47 and Fox 30 always enjoy and love being a part of the community, and so thank you for having us here once again, and welcome to the 2026 Giving Tree Gala. It's my pleasure to be here again this evening as we celebrate this year's recipient of the WW Bill Gay Community Impact Award, Eric Mann. He has spent 45 years in the YMCA movement, 15 of which here in Jacksonville as the president and CEO of the First Coast YMCA. His servant leadership, not only for the Y, but for the city of Jacksonville, is inspirational, and we're thrilled to be honoring him. Additionally, to help us gain insight on the YMCA's impact in Northeast Florida, we'll also hear from special guests, and we'll honor our Winston Family YMCA Branch Award recipient, Santosh Ayakara. At this time, I wanted to take a moment to thank our presenting sponsor, WW Gay Mechanical, for their support, because they are the catalyst that brought us here to where we sit this evening. The Giving Tree Gala was created after founder and leader William Wiley Gay passed away at the age of 93 on March 31st, 2020. Mr. Gay was a pillar in the community and dedicated his life to giving back to organizations and to those in need. His generosity was never ending, and the impact he left on others still runs deep today. His passing occurred at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, so unfortunately preventing any celebration of life to occur. A few months later, the Winston Family YMCA extended a hand to support, and with the help of the family, employees and friends created a virtual celebration of life that aired 1 year later. The event awarded the first ever WW Bill Gay Community Impact Award to Mr. Gay himself and was accepted by his family. Mr. Gay's legacy of giving back continued as the event has raised more than $100,000 to benefit the programs and services of the Winston Family YMCA. Moving forward, the Winston Family YMCA wanted to remember Mr. Gay's legacy centered around faith, family, public service, and philanthropy by creating a gala that would raise funds to help serve our community. Now cemented as an annual event, the Giving Tree Gala continues to honor someone who has made a similar impact as Mr. Gay. We're touched that the YMCA chose to celebrate Mr. Gay through the celebration and creation of this award and make it an annual event, ensuring that his legacy lives on. Mr. Gay's faith was incredibly important to him, so much so that many employees knew his favorite Bible verse, Proverbs 3:5-6, by heart. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not onto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. Leading into tonight's Giving Tree Gala, over $735,000 has been raised since the celebration of life back in 2021. Tonight, we can add another $132,000 and counting. You can keep adding to that total as well by continuing to bid on those incredible silent auction items and experiences in the back and become a placemaker, as Tim mentioned earlier. And don't forget about those QR codes on your tables, both sides of them. Now, before we dive into the program, we wanted to give a big thank you to our White Oak level sponsors: Baptist Health, Brooks Rehabilitation, Florida Blue, Miller Electric, Lauren and Ted Baker, and Rusty Newton. Along with all the other amazing supporters of this year's Giving Tree Gala listed on the screen. At this time, I'd like to welcome someone to the stage who needs no introduction. He is a prominent pillar of our community and longtime leader of Florida Blue. Please welcome to our friend to the stage, Darnell Smith.
Man, was that amazing? I got to tell you, I love listening to him every morning. And I will say, though, it's spectacular. He never says, He never does. He goes from everything to everything and gets it right. Well, I want you to know, I looked this morning, and I even looked this evening, and I saw that I'm supposed to be speaking on the mission, but I could have sworn that I agreed to speak about Eric. But I'll take it. I'll speak about the mission. Now, many of you may know I've actually decided to retire. I no longer really work at work. And I want you to know I was looking at Facebook because I put some things out there, and believe it or not, Eric said congratulations. Well, he didn't really say that. He said something like, go figure, or something like that. Because I actually chose the exact same date that he chose. And he thought that I copied him. But I promise you, it had nothing to do with Eric. But I am retired. But this place holds a special place in my heart. The First Coast YMCA is amazing. I've been involved with the First Coast YMCA for more than 25 years. In fact, our kids went to the First Coast YMCA, and I am telling you, I remember one time, I think it was the Jollies, we found ourselves coaching, and he was the head coach. I was, assistant coach, and he would put the kids in, run a particular play. When he called them out or wanted someone to go in, I was that person. And the first year, we lost every game. I mean it. We lost every game. But boy, let me tell you, what we taught the kids all the way through was that we won. We won because we gave everything we had. The next year, believe it or not, we won the whole thing. The same kids. I am telling you, that is what this organization means to me. It's more than just a gym. It's more than a community center. It's a beacon of hope and opportunity for people of all ages. And I really believe it begins with the mission. I think it goes to put Christian principles into practice through programs that build healthy spirit, mind, and body for all. And I am telling you, it has done everything. And I told you I was going to talk a little bit about Eric, but I'm telling you, I've gotten to know him for a little more than 15 years. And it has been a great organization for a good time. But I am telling you, Eric, in no other way, that you have taken the YMCA to a level that the new CEO is going to really have to work hard. I am telling you. I've seen firsthand the impact that the First Coast YMCA has on our community. And I got to tell you, I'm proud to be a part of it. And so our members and programs are the best examples of our mission in every way. And with that in mind, I'd like to invite Rachel Mills to the stage to share her wonderful story.
Shorter. I'm a short girly. Thank you, Daryl. Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone. And thank you so much for being here tonight. It is so special to see a room filled with people who believe in the Y mission and the power of community, neighbors supporting neighbors, and families finding a place where they belong. And I'm curious, how many of you here tonight have been a part of the Y in some way? Yeah, maybe as a member, volunteer, or even as a kid in swim lessons? Yeah? Then you already know how easily the Y becomes part of the weekly routine, especially for families coming through our doors. For many parents balancing work, school, and everything else life has to throw at them, the Y jumps in as a partner, a place that makes quality time together actually possible. In our Family Unplugs event, we host trivia nights, dances, nutrition demos, and themed family events throughout the entire year. And let me tell you, nothing is more competitive than a parent trying to beat their kid at Disney trivia. I swear. The Y creates a space for families to connect, real connection, not just sitting in the same room scrolling on different devices. And when families feel that connection at the Y, they begin to trust that this is a place that truly cares about them. And that trust is powerful because it means families turn to the Y for more than just fun trivia nights. They turn to us for support, which is why one of the most meaningful things we do as a Y community happens during the holidays, our holiday giving tree. The First Coast began this program in 2013 with a simple but impactful goal: a tree that holds more than ornaments, a tree that holds hope. Each tag represents a real person or family in our community with real needs. Every year, we watch generosity pour out as donors choose a tag and step in to help. Children experience the joy of unexpected gifts. Parents feel relief knowing their families are supported. It's one of the clearest examples of community in action. Since 2021, the Winston Family YMCA has provided over 1,000 holiday gifts. And we're not stopping there. This past year, we added something new to our holiday tree, holiday meal tags. Because sometimes the greatest gift we can give a family is simply knowing they'll be able to gather around a table together. And the response from our community was incredible, of course. The Y's work doesn't stop here at the holidays. Supporting families in our community also means helping ensure that they have food they need year-round. And later this evening, you'll hear more about how the Y is stepping up in a fight against hunger in our community. So tonight, if you raised your hand earlier because the Y has been part of your story in some way, thank you. Because every program, every event, and every tag on that giving tree exists because of people like you. And that's what makes the Y so special. There's no place like this place. Thank you. Back to you, Garrett.
Thank you, Rachel. And thank you for sharing that impact the YMCA creates for families across the First Coast. Truly amazing work. But now it's time for a check-in in just a moment. Oh, 2,400. Okay, we've got 2,400 from you guys out there on the QR code. So keep those QR codes scanning going on. We got QR codes back there in the silent auction. We got QR codes right here, and 2,400 or so. So what we are continuing to try to raise tonight is $10,000. So we got a little bit to go on that. We'll have another check-in as well coming up. So now I'm honored to be presenting Mr. Santosh Irakara with the Winston Family YMCA Branch Award. This award was created to spotlight a member who consistently demonstrates the mission and core values of the YMCA, along with making a difference in others' lives. San's YMCA journey began in Wisconsin. I don't know how to say the name of that city. Wauwatosa, there we go. Where he first joined the Y and with his family with racquetball and swimming programs. After 5 years there, his family relocated to Jacksonville in 2013, where he became a member of our Winston Family YMCA, then known as the Yates Family YMCA. Looking for connection and community, Santosh brought his passion for badminton to the Y and soon found a group of friends who shared that same love of the sport. Together, they formed what became known as the Jacksonville Badminton Club. At the time, the Y was one of the only places in the area with badminton, and you could play it there freely. And what began as an informal gathering quickly grew into something much more. As participation expanded and the sense of community deepened, the Y recognized the incredible impact the group was having. With Sands and fellow players' leadership and dedication, the program officially became a member benefit, growing to include youth badminton, tournaments, fundraisers, and lasting friendships. Today, Sands' passion has helped create not just a program, but a thriving community within our Y. His commitment, leadership, and heart truly embody what the YMCA stands for. Please join me in congratulating our Winston Family YMCA Branch Award winner, Santosh Ayakara.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. I'm really honored and humbled to be here. So let me first start with my family, my lovely wife, Nitya, and daughter, Ankita. So thanks to them for letting me play at the YMCA. If I have missed any of your school stuff or anything else, yeah. And she's showing me the time. Okay, I'll get through it. But yeah, thanks for letting me do some of the activities and things like that. And when we talk about badminton, I just want to make sure that I mention Eric Wong here. He has been involved with Jacksonville Badminton Club long before me. He is my friend and mentor and my partner in crime. Any sanity checks, I always reach out to him. I have my other friends here as well who are supporting me. Vijay, Venki, Shiva, their lovely wives, Nirmala, Vidya, and also Nam here. So thank you for coming here and helping us. And to actually tell, with the YMCA, if I don't mention Tim, Devon Landers, and also Rachel Williams, these guys are extremely good to work with and amazing because this program, this is the only YMCA in the Jacksonville area which has badminton. So as something like, if you're thinking this as like a backyard sport, it's not, and they have helped us make it really good. And for everyone here, we during COVID times we were like about 5 to 10 members. Now we have grown almost to 100 members. So and it's fully integrated with the Y. Thank you, Tim. And it's been a great honor to work with you guys, and thank you for this award. I'm really honored. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Congratulations. The Jacksonville community and the First Coast YMCA is blessed to have somebody like you. At this time, I would like to invite Candace Burrows to the stage to talk about the work the First Coast YMCA does around food insecurity with the anti-hunger campaign. But before doing so, please watch this video.
So well over a decade, we started this journey of servicing our community in our anti-hunger campaign. The YMCA across the movement, across the United States, is dedicated to addressing food insecurity. And last year in 2024, we served over 20,000 children in our out-of-school time programs, which means we served over 350,000 meals. In our pantries, we served over 100,000 pounds of food, and here locally in Jacksonville, that yields us almost $1 million in donations, and served almost 15,000 people walked into our doors to receive food through our food distributions.
Our community, we sit in the northwest quadrant of Jacksonville, And it's a very close-knit community, but it's also a community of food insecurities at this time. The closest supermarket right now is like 2.8 miles away. As we serve the community coming through, we have heard a lot of stories from different people in the community saying how much this is really important to them, how much we're really helping their families. And I know one in particular, a young lady came through and she told me she had 7 kids, and I know how she felt because I've been on that end. I can feel how important it was to her.
1 in 8 kids may not eat again once they leave school until they come back the next day. So we operate in the 5-county area: Baker, Clay, Duval, Nassau, and St. John's. The Child Care Food Program is a federally funded program, so it's sponsored by the United States Department of Agriculture, and it provides the reimbursement of nutritious meals and snacks. In those after-school programs, we make sure that we're providing meals for those children. I've been to sites and I've talked to children and I've talked to parents, and the parents are so grateful that they don't have to worry about their child if they're at school, if they're hungry, especially if their parent is working late.
The YMCA After School program is a program where children can come to meet, greet, have fun, and we provide them with a healthy snack in the afternoon, which helps some of the children who, when they get home, might not have a healthy snack to eat. Because in the times that we live now, it's hard for some of the parents just to make ends meet to put dinner on the table and then have to provide a lunch for them every day for summer camp.
We're also branching into a venture called non-congregate meals. We go out into a rural community where they may not have the access or the transportation to get to a site, and we will provide a week's worth of meals for each child. So they will get breakfast, lunch, and snack for 7 days, and they take a box and they can take it home with them.
The YMCA is able to utilize our partners to coordinate meals, distributions, provide facilities, help mobilize volunteers, and without our partners, we wouldn't be able to do this work. They help supply the food, they help supply the funding, and they also help with some logistical support so we can make this work.
Lots of people are hungry, whether it's living in food deserts or just not having the financial access to purchase healthy foods on a regular basis. Feeding Northeast Florida provides a consistent stream of food to our community. We have 12 counties that we serve, so we need help to be able to do that, and that's why agencies like the YMCA are so important.
When I think about the impact of the anti-hunger campaign and I think about the work that the First Coast has done over the past decade, I see the faces of our children and families. We play a part in making sure that our families have equitable access to healthy foods. We strive on ensuring that our families thrive through their mind, spirit, and body for all. Thank you for taking a moment to watch that video that's really meaningful to all and to myself. What you saw really represents the power about the YMCA and our ability to come together as one community and meet the needs of our community. At the Y, our mission is to strengthen communities by connecting people to their fullest potential, their purpose, and to each other. So tonight, we're focusing on one of the basic needs, which is food. Hunger exists closer than many people actually realize. Families right here in our community sometimes face the impossible daily. The choice that whether it's between paying their bills or putting healthy meals on the table. That's why the Anti-Hunger Initiative matters. Because the leadership at the First Coast YMCA and because of the generosity of people like yourselves here in the audience, we've been able to turn awareness into action. Because of the holiday giving tree that Rachel talked to us about, because of the call to action behind this initiative that our fearless leader led, we've been able to support communities like the Johnson Family YMCA that's located in a food desert where access to fresh food can be extremely limited. Because of partners like our local food bank, Feeding Northeast Florida, and the Department of Agriculture, we're also providing meals to children after camp and after school, and even supporting members of our military and our families when they need it the most. But together, we're changing the story. Families are gaining access to nutritious foods at the Y. Children are receiving meals that fuel their growth and their learning, puts them on the same playing field. And communities are finding connection and support through hope, through the Y. This work is about more than feeding people today. It's about removing barriers so every person has the opportunity to thrive, just like all of us. And none of it happens without each and every one of you and people like you. Your generosity makes the impact possible. Thank you for believing in our mission, and thank you for helping the Y build a better place. Because of you, a child will have a meal tomorrow. A family will have hope. And our YMCA staff and leadership, people like myself, people who truly deeply care about the work that the Y does for the community, will keep showing up every single day for this community. So I thank you for being a part of our story.
Thank you, Candace, for sharing the important and impactful work to ensure that individuals and families in our community have a safe space that provides access to food through the Anti-Hunger Initiative. All right, now it's time for our Be a Placemaker check-in number 2. We're just over $4,200, so we're trying to get to that $10,000 mark, so keep those QR codes scanning, going, and silent auctions open until 8 o'clock. Just check my watch, forgot it today, so don't have one. Sure, it's whatever time it is, until 8 o'clock. Just over $4,200, though, so let's get that up to that $10,000 goal. All right, now for the reason that we're all gathered here this evening, to honor someone who has left a legacy across the city of Jacksonville. The W.W. Bill Gay Community Impact Award recognizes an individual whose civic leadership, community involvement, faith, family, and commitment have created lasting, measurable impacts across the First Coast community. Named in honor of Bill Gay, the award celebrates those who exemplify the Y's core values through extraordinary stewardship and dedication to strengthening community. Eric Mann, a respected leader in the nonprofit and philanthropic sector, has spent the last 15 years as a champion to initiatives that support youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. His 45-year career with the YMCA movement has been marked by visionary leadership, innovative community partnerships, and a deep commitment to ensuring the Y remains accessible and welcoming to all. Eric's passion for people, unwavering dedication to community building, and belief in the Y's mission have shaped the lives of countless families across our region. Honoring him with this Impact Award is not only fitting, it is a celebration of the legacy he has built over the last 15 years during his time serving the Jacksonville community. Please turn your attention to this video to learn more about Eric Kevin Mann.
When I met Eric, I was a branch director, and he was the COO for the Charlotte YMCA at that time. A figure like Eric, African-American male, as COO in Charlotte, I was surprised. And to see Eric in that role was very inspiring.
When I first met him, I remember saying to myself, wow, what a terrific leader. Someone who genuinely cared, knows what he's talking about. And so I took to him right away.
What I heard about him was that he was someone that was highly committed to the mission and the vision of the YMCA.
Eric is authentically Eric Mann. He's not trying to be anyone else. He's kind, he's thoughtful. People enjoy being around him.
You meet Eric and you instantly feel like you have a friend. He makes you feel very comfortable. He is what I would call a humble leader, but also I think he's just a good person.
People just gravitate towards somebody with that kind of character, somebody with that kind of great spirit.
Eric is always a very genuine person. When you call, he answers. He's always very uplifting, always willing to mentor, and you need that.
When I think about Eric, I think about Nehemiah, the builder. Not just a builder of buildings, but of community. He brought people together.
Eric would want to be remembered as someone who created space for others to come up after him. He's the one who can connect with people. He is disarming. He is engaging. He's that charming brother that everybody wants to be around.
I think he mixes very well the YMCA mission with a business acumen. I'm thankful to have learned so much from him, from just the mission work and how to make sure we live that out, but also to make sure our YMCA is sustainable for long term.
He is so natural at relationships. He is known well and respected so well within the community, and that's elevated the YMCA, and that's definitely a tribute to just who he is naturally as a person.
I've probably had maybe a handful of conversations with Eric at conferences or doing the membership task force, and I reached out to him and he answered. I said, hey, I'd love for you to be my mentor. You seem like somebody that just lead by example as well. You're just not talking the talk, but you're also walking it. And that's sort of the person I want to emulate.
I consider him a big brother. I call Eric for advice and counsel, and I've tried to pattern my career after him.
I think he's a fantastic role model, and he is a role model and a mentor to many people, not only within the Y movement, but even here locally. All of the things that he's been able to achieve in his professional career, it's phenomenal. So it's an outstanding career. I think one that anybody would be superbly proud of.
He has a vision of a missionary, but he has the head of a businessman. And putting the two together has brought more strength and progress to our Y than we ever dreamed we could have. We're so lucky, we really are.
At this time, I'd like to invite Paul Jones, President and CEO of WWK Mechanical, to present the award to Eric.
Well, it's definitely an honor that I get to say a few words to hand over this award to Eric. I do apologize to the room that it's me instead of Darnell. I have gotten to see many awards given to Eric where Darnell introduced him, and the stories that he has to threaten against Eric every time he's at a podium is outstanding. But I will tell you that knowing what this award is to me, my family, and our company, when Tim let me know that Eric Mann would be the recipient this year, no better man to receive this award for the work that he's done for the YMCA, to be a transformational leader for our community, to have the programs that he's put in place since his tenure. One of the things that my grandfather appreciated the most was loyalty, and to spend 45 years of your career with the YMCA is definitely the definition of loyalty to an amazing cause. There's been outstanding recipients, there's been amazing executives, there've been great family friends, there's been heroes of mine, and again, it's an honor that I get to be the one to hand this award to you.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you to the Winston Y Selection Committee that decided to give me this honor. Yes, I want to thank Darnell Smith for keeping his comments short and appropriate. This is not normal for me. We do this work not for recognition. We do it for impact, changing lives. So thank you for being here. I'll have to read my notes. For those of staff that are here, they know that I'm generally not a good person to give. They give me talking points, and I never stay to them. So tonight I've decided, and my wife made me promise that I would put down my notes on the paper. So receiving an award that carries the name of Mr. Gay is especially meaningful. His impact on the Jacksonville community, it really set a standard rooted in generosity, leadership, faith, and service. When you consider the collective impact of the previous honorees, it's a recognition that is very humbling and special. I accept this award with gratitude, but also with perspective. Because this recognition is not about one person. I've been fortunate to spend my career with an organization whose mission is to serve the community, all communities. I tell a lot of people that I'm very blessed. I'm blessed to understand my purpose on this earth. And, I kind of figured it out coincidentally right as I had met my wife on a blind date in Los Angeles. But what my purpose in life was to help people. It's pretty simple. And to work for an organization that supports your personal invocation, that's pretty special. I can honestly say that I've never said I hate my job. I've had days where they were tough, but I've never hurt my job. And if you think about it, every day I get to wake up and know that what we do, we as an organization, we as staff, we as volunteers, we make a positive difference in the community. And that is special. Back to not looking for recognition, when Tim said that, I asked him why. Why would you should be doing, and he kept talking about some of the things, and I am blessed to work with a great team. That team includes the staff, it includes our board. I have some board members here this evening, but some of the folks that you saw on the screen, Ms. Peggy Bryan and John Carey, who's here. John was the board chair that brought me here. He was the search chair, and Peggy was on the search committee, as well as Rusty Newton and John Baker and Mike Kelly, and they convinced me that Jacksonville was the place I needed to be, and I'd never been here. And we got Doug over here as well, he's a former chair. They brought the commitment of resources and their time and their influence to achieve the goals that we set for the organization, which is serving all communities. And so that is the most important part. I have to say that my wife is here. We're working on our 37th year of marriage. And yes, I'm not easy. I don't have as much patience as I should. But the reason I say that, and she's here tonight, is she shared me with the community. And when I say she shared me, my 5 to 9 job is as important as my 9 to 5. And I wasn't at home during the evening. Someone asked her, what does she look forward to when we retire? Wasn't going traveling, doing this. It was like, hopefully we can have dinner during the week at night. So, but no, this journey of mine over the 15 years and the 45 years comes with sacrifice. And that sacrifice is for the betterment of the work that we do. And so thank you, Winston Y., for this honor. Thank you all for being here. better things are coming. I think that the First Coast Y, we got 125 people a day moving to this market. Markets are growing, whether it's in Putnam County, Clay County, St. Johns County, Nassau, Duval, Baker. The community is stronger with a strong Y. And what most people don't realize is the Y is really the community. We don't exist without your support. We don't exist without. We don't have an angel investor. Banks want to get paid. But I think that it's the power of the impact that makes Jacksonville a desired community to move to. And so thank you. God bless all of you, and appreciate your support.
The opener and the closer, but how do you follow that? Holy moly. But now you guys all have a reason to stay and hang out in the speakeasy to catch up with Sand. You can learn some tips on badminton and talk to a local legend, Mr. Mann. He said 37 years. I'll say it right now. My wife and I are working on 10, but he officiated our wedding. I always like to drop that nugget of knowledge whenever I get a chance. So thank you for doing that. He's not just been our leader, he's been a friend and a mentor, and I love you, man, literally, literally. That's my wittiness, I'm sorry. Sometimes I gotta curtail my dry sense of humor. Okay, but what a wonderful glimpse this evening into what the Y has done to impact our community. We've been around on the First Coast since 1908. So when we talk about 175 years, we've been around for about 116 of those 175 in the US. So we're going to continue to change lives daily. And I want to give a special thanks and shout out to Mr. Garrett Biedenbaugh. So thank you for being our MC again this year. And in a room full of placemakers, I appreciate each and every one of you. So our final update, I say final for now because you still have time to give throughout the evening, but we got over $6,000 tonight with the program. I'm very proud of that, very proud. So if you want to, make a gift and open up your hearts, you can. You can do that in the speakeasy afterwards. The auction does close. There is a hard stop this year at 8, so that's why we're trying to get done before 8 so everyone can look at their phones and see what's left and outbidding each other and all of the things. But all seriousness, we care about the community, and you guys are here for a reason, because you care. So I hope everyone's had a wonderful night tonight. The party's going to continue. Behind the main bar, we're going to open it up. We have live entertainment. Jamar, he was here last year. If you guys joined us, he's amazing. He sung the Star Spangled Banner at our First Coast Games recently with the opening ceremony and at the Together Against Hate 5K. So you're in for a treat. Encourage you to stick around. We got the cool vibe set up. It's a Welcome to the Jungle theme, so we're excited to showcase that to you guys. But thank you for being here from the bottom of my heart. Big shout out to the Winston team. Thank you so much. Rachel Mills and others that have put this together. As Eric mentioned, it's truly a team, and we rely on each other and we pick each other up each and every day. I'm proud to say that we've done 5 years of the Giving Tree Gala, and we look forward to 25 more. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening and join us in the speakeasy afterwards. Thank you all and have a wonderful night.